Hey friends, you ever follow up with a customer about a week after they leave the showroom and they tell you something like,
"Oh, well, we bought a car somewhere else, but thank you."
and you say to yourself, man, I was this close. Nah, man, you weren't this close. You were miles away, not even in the same stratosphere as that opportunity. Look, you either got lazy or you got ghosted because your follow-up was weak, late, soft, or non-existent. My friend, you didn't follow up, you gave up. And every time you let that happen, you're not just losing the deal, you're sending your bank account a message that says something like, sorry, I'll try harder next month. No, that doesn't work. That doesn't pay the bills. That doesn't bring home the money so you get some honey. Today is the day that ends, because in this video, I'm giving you the exact mindset, message, and moves that turn your follow-up from forgotten to fire. This episode is the wake-up call your bank account has been praying for. This is the Ultimate Sales Pro Live.
Bing, bop, boom, 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 bop, bam.
The Ultimate Sales Pro Live is brought to you by CarNow. Connect better, sell more.
Oh yes, welcome, my friends. Welcome to episode 4 of the Ultimate Sales Pro Live. If this is your first episode, oh man, you have missed a lot. You gotta go back and you gotta watch, man. You gotta watch episode 1, Buyers Are Liars, why your questions trigger their BS. Episode 2, 3 Habits of High Commission Pros, what 30 car closers are doing every single day. And episode 3, why you're not selling cars right now. That'll teach you the routine that's robbing your results. And now, my friends, episode 4, follow up or fall behind. Now look, let me hit you with some truth right here. 80% of sales happen after the 5th contact. 44% of salespeople give up after the first contact. And 75% of all be-backs, what do? They buy during their be-back visit. So let me ask you a question. What happened? You let them leave. You made every excuse and blamed everything as to why they didn't buy. You clicked the box next to your tasks in the CRM and said a prayer to the car gods that maybe they come back and buy. My friends, Ultimate Sales Pros don't pray for deals, they pursue them. Look here, you didn't get ghosted, you disappeared because your follow-up didn't make an impression. Be the name they remember or you'll wind up being the name they replace. Now, let's talk about what's really holding your follow-up back. Because friends, here's the truth. It's not your CRM. It's not your inventory. It's not your comfort zone. It's very, very simple. It's the fact that you're comfortable being average. You're comfortable blaming the market. You're comfortable just getting by. You're comfortable being forgotten. But let me let you in on a little secret here. Okay, come on. Come closer. Really, come closer, okay? Comfort doesn't close. Friends, you don't need more leads. You need more courage. The courage to show up again and again and again. The courage to stay disciplined and consistent. The courage to follow up when your gut says,
I knew they weren't going to buy anything. Oh, don't even bother.
no. Instead of silence, say something like, hey, no pressure, but I'd kick myself if I didn't reach out to you one more time. That truck you liked, it's still here, and it's still got your name on it. You see, you're not chasing, you're showing that you believe. You're showing professionalism. You're showing that you have not given up, and that builds trust. And trust, my friends, trust is the ultimate closer. Now, let's go ahead and just say it like it is, okay? Some of you are following up like you're scared of success.
Oh, I'm just checking in.
No, that ain't follow up.
Oh, I wanted to see if you were still in the market.
No, that's weak. That's the equivalent of hitting the snooze button when your customer sounds the alarm. Most of you are wondering, what's all that bad about that? Because sometimes the customer answers. Look, when you say things like that, you're using the same message as everyone else. You clearly are giving the impression that you completely forgot what the customer actually said, that you completely forgot the customer's needs, wants, and all of their musts. Man, you sound like a damn bot. What's the fix? Be specific. Hey, still thinking about that blue Tahoe high country with the big pano roof that your daughter said she could see the stars through? You see, be specific, and also be different. Use voice notes, send short videos, make a selfie message, a selfie video, and send it to the customers. And most importantly, be real. Sound like you. Don't sound like a system or like a bot. Salespeople, understand this. Lazy follow-up confirms what they feared, that they wound up with the wrong salesperson, that you don't care, that you're just an order taker. Oh, that one hurt, right? Well, good, because it was meant to hurt. Because look, great follow-up makes your customer feel like they're being served by a pro who gives a damn. You want the sale? Sound like someone who earns it. Want some more ideas? Here, I'll give you more, no problem. How about this one? Hey, I remember you said no to black. This one's blue, and man, it looks good. Here, take a peek, and then attach a photo or a video to the text message. Here's another one. Look, this fresh Tahoe just hit the lot. Let me send you a quick video to show you around the vehicle. Look, friends, it is that simple, but it doesn't happen unless you take action. Hey fam, look, that was the jab, but the big right hook, it's coming up. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Ultimate Sales Pro Live, and we will be right back. Let me just say, if your dealership's leads, incoming calls, and floor traffic are weak, if your ads are lifeless or non-existent, or your website looks like it was designed by a 4-year-old working with nothing but a crayon, my friend, you need Strong 30 Marketing and Advertising, a division of Strong 30 Automotive. Website optimization, Google search, social media ads, email marketing, and so much more. Hey, just hit me up in Messenger and let's talk. Okay, my friends, we are back. And I am going to tell you during this video exactly what is wrong with your follow-up, why you are weak and soft and limp at follow-up, and what you've got to do to fix it. And we're going to start right here, right now. Let's talk about why your follow-up is failing. And we got to start with the fact that your mind isn't right about follow-up. The first thing that you have to understand is that follow-up is mindset first, then it's tactic. Let me explain. Before it's a message, before it's a call, before it's a task that pops up in the CRM, follow-up is a mindset. It's the belief that you are good enough to be remembered, that you always believe the customer will buy. Everyone watching whose dealership is in Strong 30 training is nodding their heads, because we always say, truth number one, always believe the customer will buy. Follow-up is your solution to actually help people move forward. Follow-up is what your future commissions depend on so they can show up big and strong. Look, follow-up isn't pestering. It's persistence rooted in purpose. You know that customer didn't visit the dealership to grab a hot dog or to see how you're doing or to waste their time. Friends, they came in to buy, but for some reason, they didn't pull the trigger. Your persistence reminds them, hey man, you came to see me. And you didn't come to see me because you wanted to hang out for a couple of hours. You came to see me because you wanted to buy a vehicle. Let's keep it going. Let's go on to reason number 2, okay? And reason number 2 is very simple. Your timing sucks. Let me guess. You followed up once and then went quiet like it was their turn. And now they have to call you back. No. You see, you don't need a follow-up message. You need a follow-up rhythm. You are losing because you wait too long to start following up. You're losing because you send one message or make one call and leave one voicemail and then you disappear. You're losing because then you panic text like 7 days later, like a desperate ex-girlfriend. Friends, look, it's time to fix it. Follow this cadence and you won't go wrong. Day 1, a personalized video. Day 2, a question via text message. Day 3, a new angle, like another color, another trim level, a whole different way to put the deal together. Day 5, a voice message. Day 7, a call and an email. And friends, be a pro here, okay? Use all the formats, text, call, email. Do them all until they respond. Don't just call because your manager says, get on the phone. Don't just email because you like email and
Don't want to be a bother.
come on, man. That's the difference between a sales pro and an order taker. Friends, sending one message or leaving one voicemail is just a whisper. Consistent follow-up, that's a chorus. You want to close, stay on beat, stay relevant, and stay present. Sloppy timing leads to lost deals. Precision and consistency is the one thing that will help you close. Hey, you turned it on, now leave it on. The Ultimate Sales Pro will be right back.
Today's market, dealers can't afford to leave leads behind. Yet, most don't engage until after 30 minutes. Meanwhile, shoppers leave for another dealer's site just after 2. Handling leads demands time your salespeople don't always have. Reconnect from CarNow automates the follow-up process, combining automation, AI, and human support. Reconnect is a single product that keeps buyers engaged and connected without tying up your team. Turn tedious lead development into an effortless, effective part of your sales strategy. Reconnect from CarNow. Don't leave another lead behind.
Okay, my friends, okay, we are back and let's move on to reason number 3. And reason number 3 of what's wrong with your follow-up is a very simple one, my friends. You don't think long term. That's it. You don't think long term. You're so busy chasing fresh leads and trying to catch the next up while sitting on the golf cart that you completely forgot there's gold in the people you've already met and who already know your name. If your CRM looks like a graveyard full of past opportunities, that's not a lead or amount of customers problem. That is a you problem. Someone who bought from you is 77% more likely to buy again than someone that you just met. So come on now, let's go. Send upgrade offers to your previous customers. Send, hey, here's an idea text to someone who bought from you like 3 years ago. Reconnect with past customers when you see that they're coming in for service. Look, stop only thinking about your next up and start thinking about your next deal. Pros play the long game and realize they're out to sell 4 or 7 or 11 cars through one customer. Order takers play the blame game and can't barely close 30% of their fresh ups. Here's what Ultimate Sales Pro's follow-up sounds like. Hey, you ghosted me, but I still believe in us. Really, something as simple as that, okay? No pressure, but this one's getting test driven today. You want a first crack? Hey, this payment works, this color works, all that's left is you. Hey, I was thinking about you today. Just wanted to send a quick text to see how you're doing. Friends, here's the truth. Follow-up is an extension of the close. You are continuing the conversation. So make it sound like you, not like something that AI spit out for you. Look, you want to be unforgettable? Then your follow-up better have a fingerprint. Great follow-up becomes part of you, your personality, and believe it or not, your brand. It makes people smile. It makes them think. It makes them want to come back to you, not just to your dealership. Friends, don't go anywhere. The final word is coming right up, so don't go anywhere. More of the Ultimate Sales Pro Live is coming up after this.
Cars.com, very easy to work with, and they're driving in more traffic. And we can see it through Google Analytics, we can see it through on the showroom floor, and we can see it on the daily appointments.
To stay competitive in the industry with the big three, what we have to do is make sure that we're showcasing all of our vehicles. With Cars.com, we always know that you're going to get your ROI. We know that we're going to have a lot more quality customers coming in because they've had time to really dive into what Cars.com has to offer them and also what Sarah Chevrolet has to offer. You know, the ROI speaks for itself.
Hey, my friends, it's the final word. It's the final word. And for this episode, the final word is follow up or fall behind. Friends, you want to sell more cars? Then become the name that they can't forget. Become the voice that they can hear when they open and read their messages, like they hear your voice as they're reading your text message. Become the one who shows up with confidence, care, and clarity. The truth is, follow-up is where sales pros are made, not the TO, not the word tracks, not the product knowledge. One of the big differences between the pros and the order takers is genuine follow-up. Your tone, your timing, your hustle. Hey, you want this trained in your store? You want your team to follow up like savages? It's simple. Bring me in. We role play it, we drill it, we hardwire it into the brain. And I'll make sure that your salespeople sweat in the training room instead of bleed out on the sales floor. Until next time, my friends, drop your favorite follow-up message in the comments right now. Share this with your entire team. And remember, you don't get remembered for being regular, you get remembered for being relentless. Thank God for the car business. Friends, we'll see you next time.